true. But you know, you need to understand, and I think we sometimes forget the history of where we're coming from. With the constitution that we had, the one that we had from the time of independence, the voting process was quite opaque, because even for the presidential, which is key, it was just the first past the post, the person with the highest number. There was no concern as to whether it was representative or not. And for a long time, we found that in this country, we were being led by a president who was not chosen by the majority, because you'd find that the votes combined from the opposition candidates, once we went back to multi-party system, was more than the votes that was obtained by the president.
With an oddity that the one that can winning had more MPs than the rest, than the opposite side.
Yes. So it was it was quite an interesting thing.
If at all there was winning.
Yeah. So with the current constitutional dispensation, we tried to work that out. And that's why we have what you were mentioning earlier, the 24 counties, which means you have to have half of the counties, and that's about 24 of the 47 counties, in order for you to really represent the face of Kenya. And that's why, as a presidential candidate, you cannot claim to be running for president and you have only targeted one community or one region or one area. Now, in addition to that, we then said we cannot trust the papers alone, because agents were being compromised, people were disappearing with data. So that's why we have this mix of the electronic and the paper. Remember that even at the point of going to submit your documents to IEBC for clearance, people would disappear with documents. So we have come from a very interesting past, and that's why we have to have that mix of between the electronic and, of course, the manual.
And